So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bio Vanguard Cell Talk presentation. For today's presentation, Ananya is our presenter, and she will be discussing on the topic the association between use of social media and the development of body dysmorphic disorder and attitudes towards cosmetic surgeries, a national survey. Before the presentation, I would like to introduce Ananya. Ananya specializes in population research focusing on aging and the socioeconomic challenges of marginalized communities and gender dynamics. She holds a master's in population studies from the International Institute for Population Sciences, Mumbai, and a master's in geography from Visva University, Santiniketan. Her academic background has equipped her with expertise in demography, statistical analysis, GIS, and research methodology, making her a valuable contributor to interdisciplinary research initiatives. Ananya is also actively involved in projects addressing socioeconomic disparities and health challenges, particularly among the aging population. Now, I welcome Ananya to start with her presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the introduction, Uma. So today I'll be presenting findings from a 2024 study, which investigates how social media use, particularly Snapchat and Instagram, relates to the development of body dysmorphic disorder and increased acceptance of cosmetic surgery. So BDD is a psychological disorder marked by obsessive focus on perceived flaws, often which is often minimal or imagined. It is frequently underdiagnosed and it is linked with depression and social withdrawal. It is defined by DSM-4 as an obsession with an actual or perceived minor flaw in one's appearance, and it is also considered as an compulsive disorder. BDD causes distress due to negative appraisal of body image, and people with BDD often pursue cosmetic surgery to remedy their flaws, to remedy their perceived flaws. And about 15% of BDD sufferers are actually diagnosed. Body dysmorphic disorder is linked with passive use of social media and photo editing apps. The study explores how selfie culture, filters, and comparisons to idealized images on platforms like Snapchat and Instagram may influence body dissatisfaction and ultimately lead to BDD, which also is termed as Snapchat dysmorphia. According to previous studies, girls and women are more susceptible to BDD because there is societal emphasis on female appearance. And a study done in Saudi Arabia shows that 5.8% people cited selfies as a reason for surgery, and 38% people wanted surgery to improve their selfies. Another study shows cosmetic surgery may not resolve underlying BDD, but rather can worsen the mental health condition of people. And BDD sufferers frequently seek cosmetic procedures but remain unhappy after surgery as well. Therefore, the study aims to assess whether heavy consumption of social media contributes to the development of BDD and acceptance of cosmetics surgery. Um, um, uh, and it also measures the prevalence of BDD in Saudi Arabia and identify key demographic factors that are associated with it. It is a descriptive cross sectional study. It has been conducted online, and the questionnaire has been formed using validated scales. The study has been conducted between January to February 2022. 1,483 adults were included in the study, and the study is based in Saudi Arabia. Dysmorphic concern questionnaire was used to assess the BDD and the acceptance of and evaluative attitudes. To assess the evaluative attitudes, the acceptance of cosmetic surgery scale was employed. The results show that 1 in 4 participants had BDD, and the higher prevalence of BDD has been seen among females, young adults, low income group, and single individuals. This underscores that how the demographic vulnerabilities intersect with the media exposure to of people. Um, Spending 4 to 7 hours on Instagram or Snapchat regularly, using filters and taking frequent selfies were all strongly associated with the higher DCQ scores, indicating greater body dissatisfaction among people. And individuals with BDD showed higher acceptance of cosmetic surgery. Acceptance was higher among women, older individuals, and people who heavily used filters and selfies, which all shows that. Which reflects growing social normalization of cosmetic surgeries in society. The graph shows the graph shows the acceptance of cosmetic surgery among people is higher among people with who are sufferers of BDD. Uh, Therefore, the study shows that the role of social media and social comparisons is linked with higher risk of developing BDD, where high use of Snapchat and Instagram, especially filters and selfies, is associated with increased body image dissatisfaction, elevated BDD symptoms, and greater acceptance of cosmetic surgery. Moreover, exposure to idealized and edited images leads to body surveillance, appearance attention bias, and internalization of unrealistic beauty standards. There are some strengths and limitations of the study. The large representative national sample the large representative national sample help increases the generalizability and precision of the study. The use of validated instruments for assessing BDD and ACSS which are well established psychometrically robust scales, and the culturally adapted tools with the Arabic translations are um, the culturally adapted tools with Arabic translation helps increase the language clarity and culturally makes it culturally relevant. Though the causal relationship could not be established due to the cross sectional nature of the study, and the use of convenient sample could cause bias, and the self-reported responses might affect the accuracy of responses, which might lead to response bias. The study concludes that the heavy use of social media, particularly involving selfies and filters, is associated with higher risk of BDD and increased acceptance of cosmetic surgery. The higher consumption contributes to distorted body image and pressure to conform to unrealistic beauty standards. BDD is more common among women, young adults, singles, and those with lower income. These findings support the need for mental health interventions alongside any cosmetic considerations. The recommendations include pre-surgical mental health screening, educational campaigns promoting body positivity. Further research and policy regulations for digital content has also been suggested. This is the link of the particular paper. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ananya. Audience, now the floor is open for the queries. If you have any queries, please type them in a chat box. I don't see any questions. So with this, I think we can conclude the session. Thank you, Ananya, for the presentation, and I thank everyone for attending the session.
Thank you so much.